Hey you ever been going about your day and just really wanted to beat somebody's ass? Oh, is that just me? Anyways, today we're gonna be going over the 5 martial arts that are, in my opinion, the best martial arts for self-defense.
Welcome back to the second channel where I like to get a little head ass. So Andrew Wilty just made this video where he talks about why Jiu Jitsu and the whole greasy combative self-defense aspect that you learn maybe isn't the greatest if you're actually gonna get in an altercation in the streets.
Big Bubba's here and he ain't backing down without first smacking you around a little bit.
And I thought, hey, I do Jiu-Jitsu. Why don't I weigh in on this? Why don't I stick up for the nerds? You know, I view myself as one of you guys. Now this may get a little ranty, so let's try to stick to some basic ideas to keep it from going all over the place and becoming completely derailed. What we're gonna be looking at today is what is the best martial art for strictly unarmed one-on-one combat. You know, you have the Aikido bros, you have the Bullshido bros. They're gonna tell you, well, you know, what if you got like a 3v1 scenario? He comes in, you gotta deflect the knife swing, hit him with that little back spin. No, none of that. This is strictly 1v1 unarmed combat to keep it simple. Because let's keep it a buck here. A knife is greater than a black belt in any martial art, okay? Let's just accept that for a second, shall we? So karate, now this is the pinnacle of what it means to be a mixed bag. On one end, you have the whole Cobra Kai Bullshitsu aspect of it, where it's a bunch of drills, a bunch of kata, just practicing, never actually sparring, and you're gonna see a pattern here where martial arts are gonna rank higher when you're actually getting that real life resistance training as opposed to just drilling this and that, etc. All that mental jerking off of, well, he's gonna come in here, you're gonna perfect deflect this, and then grab his hand, flick the wrist, and then you're gonna go viral on Instagram for your street fight technique. No. We shit on those. We keep it real, you know? If you're not gonna go out there and actually test your own goods, if you're not gonna test your own product, you get an automatic F. You know, on the other end of the spectrum, you got somebody like Sensei Seth who actually spars and like, yeah, he's got some pretty good striking. Or, you know, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson who predominantly trains karate. So it's a very mixed bag. For karate, I feel like I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Muay Thai, all right, now this is gonna rank higher than karate for the fact that anybody who trains Muay Thai automatically assume they're actually sparring. Chances that they're doing like this head ass shit where it's all talk and no squat, chances are pretty low. I'm gonna put this one in, let's go low A tier. Muay Thai, you know, it's a science of the 8 limbs. You learn the elbows, the knees. I'd say the thing that holds back Muay Thai from being any higher is there's only one range. They don't work from the strictly kicking, it's this, you know, in-your-face Muay Thai range. It's not like the boxing range, it's not the MMA range, it's not the karate range. You know, there's more to be had there. But somebody who has done Muay Thai, automatically I'm gonna be betting on them against an untrained opponent any day of the week. The ability to knock somebody out or to clinch up with them, slap them down, put them on the concrete, right, you're down. It's over. Get on top, secure the dub via knockout, or, you know, just hold the guy down. So Muay Thai, yeah, low A tier. I'm torn honestly. I want to give it solid A. We're just gonna go low A. Boxing, it's all about distance, it's all about timing. Weakness, obviously, boxers step forward with that lead leg, a little susceptible to takedowns, leg kicks, and then obviously you slip, you duck under, that's head kick city. Overall, boxing definitely gets a thumbs up from your boy. Boxers, you know, they can take a punch. They're not gonna wilt from the pressure. You know, I assume most boxers spar. Again, sparring, getting that realistic feedback. But it is super one-dimensional. I mean, just look at the old UFC. You had a match like Randy Couture up against James Toney. Randy shoots an ankle pick from 2 miles away, still gets it, and gets the win in the first round via, what was it, submission? Yeah, sure, let's say it was submission. That just goes to show you, like, you really can't be this one-dimensional and, you know, expect to have a good matchup against every single style. So for that reason, boxing, low A, right under Muay Thai. Judo, okay, interesting, very fun to watch. Something that you see in Judo that separates it from other grappling martial arts like wrestling and Jiu Jitsu is the learning curve. It's a little more extreme. It takes a little longer to get good. It looks pretty baller. No lie, it looks really cool. The thing about Judo though, obviously they do not train striking, which you know, a little bit of a no-no. If you've never been punched in the face before, you get stunned for the first time, you're gonna have one of two reactions. One reaction, you're gonna be like, oh boy, this is a fight, let's wake up, it's like a cup of coffee. And the other reaction is to freeze up, right? And a lot of people go for the latter, you know? You get a couple knobs on your button, you know, power's going off, Windows shutting down. Being in a fight, you gotta be able to take a punch and be cool with it, right? That's probably the biggest lesson that I learned from actually fighting. Like, you know, you're gonna get hit. That's gonna be one notch against Judo. Obviously, the ability to like take someone down, boom, ippon, that's always gonna be good and gravy. But the thing with Judo, unless somebody is extremely good at what they're doing, it's, you know, it's really easy to shut them down. Put a wrestler up against a Judo guy in any type of altercation. Okay, I'm gonna be betting on the wrestler 10 times out of 10. You know, if we look at MMA, for example, take a list of like the past 100 takedowns that we've seen in the UFC. Let's just do a little comparison. How many of them are wrestling takedowns? How many of them are Judo takedowns? Let's be real, the majority, it's gonna hang to wrestling. And that's because it's just more effective. Because with wrestling, you can set it up with the jab. You know, you can do this, do all this fakes, all this fancy shit, you know, counter somebody's aggression, just duck under Demetrius Johnson, reactionary doubles, GSP, blah, 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 blah. With Judo, you know, you really have to tie up, get to the clinch, get that back and forth kazushi going on. Long story short, Judo's gotta go low B. I gotta put it below karate. Sorry, I know I'm hurting a lot of feelings, okay? But yeah, it's down there. All right, Jiu-Jitsu, everybody's favorite pastime. Jedi, you do Jiu-Jitsu. Where's it going? Where's it ranking on the spectrum, right? So the standard, you take somebody who has been doing Jiu-Jitsu for 2 years, okay? They're a blue belt, right? They train Jiu-Jitsu at the stereotypical Jiu-Jitsu school. Some schools are different, you know? You got your leg lock weirdos over here, you got your wrestling fanatics over here, and then you got your, you know, gi purists, all that good stuff. Let's work that De La Riva. So, where does Jiu-Jitsu rank on the self-defense tier list? The same thing I said about Judo. If you don't know how to take a punch, chances are when you take a punch, you might freeze up. I'm assuming the average Jiu-Jitsu player has like one takedown that maybe will work. Jiu-Jitsu, I'm gonna give it A tier. Middle A, just a bang average A tier. So it's above Muay Thai and boxing in the A tier, okay? And my reasoning is, if a Jiu-Jitsu bro can't take a punch, that pull guard, they get knocked down, all this bad stuff happens. You can't discount the ability of somebody to, from whatever position they start in, take somebody's back, choke them out, break their arm, all that pizzazz, all that jazz. The ground is my ocean, I'm a shark baby, rar rar. It bears credence because everybody has gone up against, you know, a bodybuilder, they got 50 pounds on you, buff as hell, whatever, but it's like a fish out of water. They don't know what they're doing. They're flaying like a wacky, wavy, inflatable flail man. And that is why it gets bang average A tier. Now let's talk about wrestling. Oof. I feel like wrestlers think I hate y'all. I do actually. Y'all give me some wars, okay? Let's just leave it at that. Let's talk about your average wrestler. They have one tough noggin. Because in wrestling, you are fighting for your life 24/7. Thought crosses your mind to quit, guess what? You already aren't even a wrestler. Wrestling is about fighting. Wrestling is about grinding. Wrestling is about pushing yourself past the point you thought you could push yourself to. Take a wrestler, put them in one-on-one unarmed combat against any other discipline on this list. Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, karate, box. That wrestler has the ability to put that other person on their back when they want to. If none of these other people have worked any type of takedown defense, they are getting put on their back. Wrestling is the ultimate. I decide where the fight is gonna take. Look at someone like Daniel Cormier. Look at John Jones. How did he get that submission? He did not pull guard for that submission. He took homeboy down, right? John Jones, his base is not jiu-jitsu, not striking. He's a wrestler. He was a Greco-Roman wrestler before he got into this whole fighting. Wrestling not only allows you to take the guy down, but also, if you notice, you get somebody like GSP, he goes up against these strikers, you know, like the grappler v the striker. These strikers aren't even throwing their best strikes because they know that's an easy reactionary double leg. They know that if they open up their entire arsenal, they're gonna get countered and put on their back. That's no bueno, right? And for that reason, wrestling for one-on-one combat, S tier. My money is going on the wrestler 10 times out of 10. So anyways, that's the end of the video. Yeah, this one was a little ranty. I'm sure I hurt a little bit of feelings, so, you know, be sure to leave me a well-written essay. Subscribe for my next unhinged head-ass rant. Have a great day, and see you later.